Guys, Tuesday, and this one won't be an hour. What are we looking at today? Well, today we're looking at some homemade, let's see, it's pomegranate, green, or red grape, blueberries, and celery. And it's an antioxidant. Celery is a very powerful thing. Okay, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Just kidding. What are we looking at? Well, we are looking at Fixed Gear American Red Ale. And this one weighs in at 6.8%. Another one from Lakefront Brewery Incorporated. I don't know if she watches these videos at all anymore, but the bottle cap looks something like that. And trying to see if there's an opener. Oh yeah, there's always openers out. No. Let's reach into the drawer of goodies. No. Oh, here's one from Wade. Let's use this one. Yeah, it works. Ching. Voila. That's a whole lot of steel. I don't know. I didn't read to see. I don't think it really has any kind of description, but a lot of the red ales have that kind of a smell like a rye. So it smells like a little bit more of a malty beer. Cheers, guys. We don't want to piss off Mr. Holster too much. Not to mention, being a couple days behind. Probably more comments than normal. But almost got a brew review in yesterday. And then I started cleaning some stuff, and next thing you know, I went up and made dinner and didn't hang with you guys. I apologize. So, yeah. So, first comment was Bulwark 1911 with very fake news. I laughed out loud. Heffy, second. J-Dog, boom, here. Heffy 67, oh, and ask Christine how the hell she knows I get moose knuckle. I'll try to remember that. Cadillac V, here, cheers. J-Dog, I have that knife. I have not carried it, not my thing. You talking about the latest one? I have, about the biggest complaint I've heard is it's kind of heavy. If you're talking about the one that's got the blue, and maybe those aren't even G10, those might even be aluminum, I'm not sure. J-Dog, shit, more knives. I'm talking about the meat cleaver. Oh, this one? I love that knife. I was carrying it. Of course, now that I got it fixed, I might carry it again. J-Dog, the green holster sweet. Yeah, the stuff's piling up. J-Dog was gonna be in to do a little shooting with me and the Jer Bear, but unfortunately, in my condolences, he has to attend a funeral instead. J-Dog, I can make a lanyard for you. Don't have any blue paracord at this moment. Well, I could probably find some. I want to say some of the shit. I think even Menards has. I could pick up some of the colors. Maybe you could show me how to do that. Tardisius, beam me up, Scotty Trump train. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Because at the rate in which the libtards are destroying this planet, we'll go find a sane one. Ed, 6th, top 10. Home runner. What are your thoughts about the Springfield Armory and Rock Island Arms scandal? You know, other than seeing a couple people leaving some comments about it, I really haven't done much of the research on it, other than I think both of them have made a mistake, and in the event, or kind of like, or maybe you're about to say the same thing, Muzzle First. Yeah. Springfield has that new XDE, kind of a cool looking little gun, kind of like an XDS, but hammer fired and not striker fired. And if you go around pissing off people, that really is detrimental. I mean, kind of like, look at ESPN. They're down like 10 million viewers or something incredible. And a lot of people are saying because of their political stance. I don't necessarily know that's true. At one point in time, it was like ESPN was the only way that I could find answers to some shit. Go over there, wait for it to scroll across the bottom, get my answer, and move on. Now, I just, shit, there's so many avenues and fast ways that you can the internet's right there, boom, and you don't have to deal with stuff like that. But I still give some credence to people like me and you get fed up with that shit. I mean, you want to watch something, and I realize it's hard because like I'm anyone to talk. I mean, you're here at a brew channel, and it but then again, I openly admit I don't know shit about beer. I just I like politics, guns, and I like craft beer. So what I can tell you is that when I open it, if I like it or not. And several of you have said that you've followed stuff that I've said that I've liked, and you've liked it, so it kind of works out. But, a lot of times you're like, please keep your mouth shut. Do what you do. It's like, how many more people would, for instance, follow that douche nozzle Liam Neeson if he never opened his fucking pie hole and started saying, people shouldn't have guns and this, that, and the other thing. The other night there was something that was on, and it was like one of his movies, and I hadn't seen it yet, and it was just like, man, that commercials made it look really good. Too bad that piece of shit's in it, because I'll never see it. Christine put this thing up on Facebook. Interview with Richard Dreyfuss, where actually he wanted to come on. I don't remember what show, one of the Fox shows, and I was just basically ready to be pissed off because another Hollywood actor who I didn't really know much about, and the man is brilliant, and he's so right, and he's a patriot and a constitutionalist, and that has power over everything, which then got me and Christine into a debate because, for the power for, it's kind of like, it goes both ways, and it's really a hard argument to get into, other than I think the framers and our founding fathers had it right. The federal government, the state has the power. Like when Obama was saying, well, if you don't let faggots, I think that might have been his actual words. Yeah, if you don't let faggots used the wrong bathroom as opposed to their gender, we're going to withhold money to your state. And I'm sorry, the federal government can't do that. And then the downside is, like here in my shithole state, you get someone like, hang on, I got a battery problem again. There. You get someone like my shithole state, and they're ushering in as many of these invaders as possible, Muslim invaders, and someone like Trump wants to say that if they, if they want to set up these go no-go zones, that he's going to withhold money. As much as I want to say yeah to that, I don't think the federal government should supersede the states. And sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Unfortunately, there's not much you can do about it, other than if it turns out that where you're living, it finally gets to the point where you can't take it anymore, then go find a state that's more to your liking, which is exactly what I would do. At a certain point in time, though, these cesspool raghead evil scum of the planet, the problem is, it's probably going to have to go the way that Europe has gone. I know for some reason the media doesn't want to show it. Yet you ask anybody that lives in that scenario, is like, we fucked up. We let the invaders in. Yeah, go figure. Pick videos of boats being unloaded in Italy. It's like an entire boat of invaders. And it's kind of weird that, like 90% are men and not women. If they were really refugees and not the invaders that they are, you would think there would be a lot of women and children. But no, they're invaders. And on top of even more of that, they're pussy invaders. Not like that. Because where the rest of us, like giving up your seat for a woman or a child, these pieces of shit don't care about anybody but themselves. And of course, their religion, which is conform or die. They're invaders. Sorry, kind of went off the path there, home runner. I'll have to look into it a little bit more. I just know that anytime companies do stuff like that, it massively affects their bottom line, and in most scenarios, it should. Zeus, cockfight, Merca. Zeus, my $40 earbuds broke when I started watching this video. I blame Mule Team for trying to smoke them. Thanks, Mule. Drain the swamp. Zeus again. I was happy to see you carrying the G19 because those mags are reusable and great for keister carry. Laugh out loud. 5-7 life wins again. Oh, segue to that. I told you that I had 4 mags for it. I thought I had gotten 3 of them from Jimbo-Matic, and the 4th one was a gift from NIHAP. Well, somehow in the mix of things, the gun, I must have got the mag from NIHAP after the mags and the pistol shipped. So I had a bunch of mags out at last year's shoot. So I'm cleaning and organizing, and I'm moving stuff, and I'm moving all the empty gun cases from good real estate here to over there where it's not as important, because how often do you go into an empty pistol case? And I went to pick one up, and it was heavier than normal. I was like, what the hell? And I realized it was one of the cases. I must have had the 5.7 in it out at the shoot. And inside of that case, which isn't a 5.7 case, I think it was the Walther PPQ 45. In that box was a brand new mag, which was the one that NIHAP gave me, and like 60 rounds of T6B, which evidently I was carrying the gun that day, emptied out the mag into this, and for some reason didn't even realize, about probably because the mag wasn't all colors matching. So I now have 2 mags that go in and go click. Plus I got the T6Bs, and no, I have not had the opportunity to get out and shoot it, but I tell you, you know how it's supposed to sound, and these have not locked in like they were supposed to since they got dipped. So yeah, at least right now I have the one in it, and then the one that I keep in my back pocket as backup. The Crazy Scotsman. If she comes with the juice reviews, I'd be willing to watch. Crazy Scotsman, blog radio, I'm game sometime, mate. Well, I'll take you up on that, and I have you listed. I have you listed in the phone under blog radio, so I'll find out when. At one point in time, I actually had a calendar, and every single day for like 2 months was used up, and not so much lately. But in all honesty, there's no set in stone thing that says blog radio has to have a guest. And to be totally honest, and I've talked to John about this, I'm not going to try to push it. If I have someone lined up, which is cool, I'm glad that some of you guys are volunteering, because that's fine. That's exactly what I asked for. There's nobody that I'm going to pass on. This is not based on how many subs you have. This is just based on getting an opportunity to sit and chat with someone unique and different that I haven't had on before. It gives, let's just say, for instance, the Crazy Scotsman, relatively new on YouTube, coming up quickly, and making good friends along the way. And it's just another opportunity for other people to get out and hear you, and drop links for the 2 hours of the show, and try to send as many friends your way. So there is no prerequisite to why I would want someone on the blog radio. But like I said, having said that, there's a couple of people. Well, there's more than a couple people that I would routinely have back as much as they wanna come on. Jerry, Blue Thunder 40. He is just the, for someone who wasn't born and raised in the United States, I can guarantee you that man. I'll openly admit it. Jerry knows more about our laws and our Constitution than I do, than probably 95% of the people on this planet. And that is why he's so passionate. Because he knows what it's like to legally come here and want to be here and want to become an American and understand our ways and our culture. Not some towel-head goat fucker that wants to come here so that they are part of an invasion. And you want to talk about equal this and equal that? I think every single time they want to build a fucking mosque, on each side of it, we should put up the pork hut and yeah, just something like that. Put up a restaurant serves nothing but pork on both sides of them. I mean, fair is fair, right? Are you going to stop us? Are you going to stop? Are you even you in our government? Are you going to stop Americans from being Americans so that you can bend over and take it up the ass from an invader? Zeus, what are the measurements of the center section of the outside of the crazy awesome giveaway rifle gun case? The outside. Are you talking about the new one, the hard case? Deuce, I'm gonna have to assume you're talking about the hard case. It is, where the hell did I put it? Looks like the outside is 46 inches. The outside. Muzzle first. What did you do to your face? Looks like cut yourself with the. I have no idea. I know several people have pointed it out. Right down to Stephen Bush putting up pictures. I have no idea. Gillian 426. Thank you, Eric, my friend. Hello, Christine. SDP, Snoring Desert Prepper. You, Christine, and your buddies crack me up. She sounds like me when my college football team is getting whooped, but I smile like you when my Packers whoop the Vikings. Yeah, unsubbed. Gillian 426. What, Eric? You don't like the trench knife? No, I didn't say I don't like the trench knife. I said that this one, I had seen several people showing off. And this is the style that I really like, because I'm a huge fan of the Tanto style. It's because, you know, someday my dream would be, you know, one of the things, if I ever won like the $1,000,000,000 lottery, I would go to Japan. I'd probably bring Jay from Elite Ammunition with me and find an apprentice of a master, because forget about the master, and have a sword handmade for me. That's what I like about that. I think the trench knife is awesome. I would have no intentions of getting rid of it. It illustrates, and it features a bunch of stuff. First of all, I wouldn't want to get hit with that end of it, let alone get hit with that end of it, let alone get hit with that end of it. So, no, I think it's a really cool knife. It's just that when I saw that they had sent me that one, I was like, oh, hell yeah. Because when I saw that Dub Glock and Steve did a little trade, and Dub Glock gave that up, and Steve gave something else up, I was like, first of all, both of you gave up some badass knives, but, so, yeah. I have two of them Tanto blade knives. Brandy is Eric Iraq 888's wife. Well, they both seem like very cool people. Wade, Big Redneck Papa. You'd enjoy reading the history of trench knives in World War I. It was hard to hand-to-hand underground fighting. I watched the original Star Trek in 1968. I was 11. Fuck all you kids. Love you and cheers. Wait again, what the fuck did you do to your left? I have no idea. Josh, damn, last night was full of storms. Then for the first time in years, all the tornado sirens didn't stop for an hour. 80-mile-an-hour winds, flooding, tons of lightning, towns being evacuated due to flooding, still, and of course tornadoes. My thoughts go out to those families and list their loved ones this morning. Yeah, that's, you don't mess with Mother Nature, but yeah, that's, hang on, get out of, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Mine will grow up. Josh again, cool holster giveaway. Wish I had a gun that fit one. I still might go through. There's all sorts of stuff in there that if I'm not using it, I'd rather it got used. I can't give away too much of it until, you know, me and my buddy Steve, you know, we're supposed to, he wanted to look at different examples of holsters and wanted to know why I liked something and why I didn't, but, you know, that's just me. Mule Team, well, it wasn't an hour. Josh, I like the trench knife. They look so sweet and serious. Josh, that Tanto looks so clean, very nice. Tanto blades rock. Yes, they do. Mule Team, good. I think Jerry will like that holster. Fucking Rangers. Josh, how many of your viewers watched the whole video? I know I do, but I have a sickness. You know, I actually haven't looked at the analytics over here in a while, but you know, I want to say the average at the ebomey channel was like 4 minutes. Mule Team, brown booze causes hangovers. Clear booze, no hangovers. Yes, sir. Mule again, wow, I love the knuckle buster. Me want. God, I still got to get off my ass, and yeah. At this rate, I'll just put a box together that you can pick up when you're here for the shoot. I'm just kidding. I got to get some shit out to you. Mule Team, juice and vodka reviews would work. Yeah. BandEBrewReviews, boom. It's too loud. You're too old. I think it's awesome what you are trying to do, so you raise the goal. If people don't like it, who gives a shit? It's for the vets, and the fact you get to choose the vet that goes is really freaking sweet. Yeah, and besides that, we're like in a stalemate right now with the rifle in the balance. I know I need to do a video. I got like boxes, like there's 4 huge boxes of shit over there. The only way I'm gonna pull that off is to, you know, go use the dining room table and lay everything out on the dining room table. There's not enough room down here. Shit, I can't even successfully show you the hard case and its contents, let alone. It's too loud or too old again. Laugh out loud. This is what my doctor said I should do, and this is what goes best with. That may become my new saying. Yeah, I remember when I had a couple of knee surgeries back to back. Pretty much had a full list of everything that I was given, and if you took alcohol with them, how you could successfully run out the clock for the rest of the night. Mom, what's wrong with Dad? Oh, just leave him alone. Sitting in the corner mumbling to himself. Steve Bush. Only bad thing about the knife is it's heavy as fuck. See, I know I'm weird. You know, that was one of the first things I noticed about this one is this is a beefy knife. You know you have a knife in your hands. You know, in comparison to that, I have that titanium and carbon fiber and whatever the hell else one upstairs from what the hell one is that? Gerber, whatever. And it's like you don't even know you even have it in your pocket. But you know you have this one in there. Then the next one, again, they are beefy knives, and that's something that I actually like in a knife. So I think the scales are metal of some sort. Squirt a drop of Lucas oil in each side of the bearing tracks. Me and Dub Glock did a trade. I sent him a Benchmade divers folder. I never carried it really. Steve again. On a side note, with the bearings in that knife, you should be able to loosen the pivot a bit to free it up before you get side-to-side movement. They're more forgiving than washers. I don't know, it flips open pretty good, so I don't know, I might just stay there. Mr. Holster, 2 minutes 22 seconds. I've seen Jack lose more than $160 betting a perfect stranger what side of the crack in the road a bus will stop. I don't, Jack is one crazy son of a bitch. Ammo head. Just to keep with the stereotype, since your cock is black, shouldn't it be bigger than Christine's? You would think, but I don't know. It was cold. It was cold down here. Okay. Ammo head again. I have many memories of using tube socks back in the teens. They would get so crusty I'd throw them away, and my mom would always ask, "Where the hell are your socks?" When she was doing the wash. I could never come up with an answer. Looking back now and having a teenage son, I know she knew. She was just giving me hell about it. Laugh out loud. Hornet Fixer. This will not be an hour. Famous last words. Hornet Fixer. 11 minutes and 46 seconds. Fuck off. 11 minutes and 46 seconds. Oh, man, what did I do with it? Pretty sure that was a... Jim is just a super guy. Loco Ray. Brandy is Eric's wife, and the knife with the double-sided blade was to commemorate World War I vets as a trench knife, and I recently got a new knife we talked about with the remodeled pocket clip issues they had in the past. Cheers. So I'm not the only one that the clip broke off? I don't know. Ray's a cool guy. Cheers, Ray. Crazy Scotsman. Out of all the videos you've done, she's definitely in the top 5. Yeah. Crazy Scotsman. I'd make something happen in the middle if she was in front of my fridge. Fuck yeah. Real cool burnout. The Iraq Veteran 8888 knife is still a badass knife. Despite all the trolls and hate from your "what's the deal with Iraq Veteran" vid, sounds like more positive has occurred if they are getting inquiries because of it. Yeah, I was honestly surprised how someone with 21,000 subs is getting them more. We're getting them enough inquiries on their knives that I don't know. They're cool people. I mean, it's like, honestly, I wasn't in any kind of hurry. I mean, first of all, dealing with Mike over at Bastion. I mean, another right on top of it company. But yeah, Eric and Brandy are definitely cool people. Girl Cover Burnout. With a blood log on my scratch. Thank you. Sharky762, excuse me. Did you get around to shoot the 5.7 yet with the new mag? No, I have not. I do hope it's all sorted with the new mags. The Bad Juice series would be a good one indeed. Jade, Elite Ammunition. My 223 T6 will penetrate armor better than any 5.56 round made, including the new prototype DoD rounds. Also, unlike any Full Metal Jacket AP round, instead of punching clean holes, it does a massive tissue damage. In fact, the DoD is just now completing a battery of ammunition tests in Mine Rain Supreme. The light bullet has no issues in AR-style pistols. All other mil-spec rounds have powders and bullets too heavy to perform in short barrels. Regardless of how much damage they do, they're just badass looking. Jonathan, Lakefront IPA is a good beer. Got some of it last week. Cheers. Oh, this is on a bunch of the older videos. Muzzle first. Somehow I missed this one. Sorry. I have failed. Well, no, you made it into the comments. Real cool burnout. It's nice. Nice you finally got the 5.7 issues figured out. Well, obviously, I don't 100% know, but as a guess, they've all been about the mag. They've all been about where the mag was where the mag wasn't locking in like it was supposed to, like the mag dropping short. This has all been, there hasn't been multiple issues that needed to be fixed. They've all been about the mag. And the fact that you can click like it used to and not like it did, then I feel very confident that that's it. And that's the last comment. I'm hitting the refresh button. Actually, three of the last four were on the previous lakefront one. That's all of the comments, and at a stifling 35 minutes and 29 seconds. Shit. Yeah, it's doesn't have the, has the smell kind of a rye beer, but it's just a little bit heavier, kind of a maltiness to it, kind of a bitter maltiness. So on the E-scale, there's several things I've had that I like just as much, if not more. It's good. I doubt I would ever get it again. So for that, I'd give it a 7. Oh, sorry, did I say ale? American Red IPA, which would explain the drier bitterness side of it, but it still has that almost like a rye beer. Which we look at tomorrow? Well, you're just gonna have to wait. We could make up some juice. Just before I snapped the camera on, I was doing a little cleaning. Went through, and again, what are we now? A solid week. So went through the G19, gave her a good cleaning, re-oiling. The other one that's seen a lot of action is the 5906. You know, I really got mixed feelings on this one right now. I have the Hogue grips on this, and you know they're a beefy set of grips. In all honesty, I think if I could find, and if anyone has seen them, because it seems like the well has dried up. Actually, I found several places that had some pretty good deals on new original grips for this, and at the time, you know, because I've got the Hogue grips on the 1006, but the Hogue grip on the 1006 is for the 1006, and the 1006 is a single stack. This is a double stack, and if this grip felt identical to the way that the 1006 feels in my hand, then it wouldn't be an issue. I can honestly say that if I could find a new original grip from Smith & Wesson for the 5906, I'd probably go back to it. Now, I mean, obviously, I still have the original, except they were beat up a lot more than the rest of the gun. Overall, the gun is in exceptional shape, accurate as all get out. I mean, I still like the grip, but I tell you, if you don't have a bigger grip to your hands, you wouldn't like this at all. And it's like right on the border for me. I wish the stock grip had that kind of almost like squishy, stick to your hand kind of feel that the Hogue grips have. Just love the Hogue grips, but it's like if they had a little bit thinner version of these, this would be the shit. But I don't know though. I don't hate them, and so I don't dislike them enough that I want to switch back to the stock one. I just, other than that, as you can see, my big badass bitch came home. My brother-in-law has been using and abusing this. This has been his weekend recreational toy now for the last couple of months, and I almost thought he was going to cry or something when I said I needed it back because I have a couple videos to do. I mean, obviously I can't, we can't even consider this for a basement pop. Well, we could, but probably need to put a few things in the way of it and plan on blowing out all the windows from the Huber brake on it. But as we speak, Michael has this, well, at the, hopefully the new location for Shootapalooza 2017, the long shot right now is he had some targets set up at 350 yards, and he goes, you can feel pretty confident about routine shots to 350. So basically right now the scope is dialed in to 350, and I can tell you, compared to the problems that we had in the past, of course these scopes are, the power dial on this is still extremely tight. Actually, not only is it tight, but it appears to be broken again. Doesn't dial down past 16. Oh my God, Millet, you suck. Huh. Yeah. And as I'm sitting here turning it, it is now now it won't go past 20 out of 25. Well, I guess we have a decision to make on this. Leave it at full power? You'd think on a $600 scope, I realize in the big scheme of things, welcome to the last 5 seconds of my life. We haven't had a problem with the scope, and right now there is literally hundreds of rounds through or past what any of the previous 2 scopes were able to survive. Disappointed. Okay, we will see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.